What's up, Savvy Expats? We are in the most prestigious city of BGC, arguably the most expensive business district in the entire country. But the question is, what sort of lifestyle does $1,300 per month buy you here? Well, this is where the top 1% of the Philippines flock together. Why? Well, because here you're afforded safety, convenience, and the luxury of having a very family-friendly environment. So we start our tour on Forbestown Road, a long stretching road where in the daytime you have everything within arm's reach just outside of your condo's doorstep, while at nighttime, however, you have a lively party nightlife scene. And the best part about living in BGC is the convenience that you're afforded. Just walking straight down from your condo unit, you have a diversity of coffee shops and cafes that you can get. And of course, Yao and I had to get a coffee before stepping up to the condo and showing you guys the tour. That said, cheers everyone to our real estate touring. Good coffee. So with that being said, we start our tour at the Bellagio, specifically Tower 2 on the 17th floor. Something I like about the Bellagio is that the units here are more spacious because it is an older development. All right, so we're gonna go up to the 17th floor. Alright guys, so walking into your unit in the heart of BGC, I'm immediately struck by this absolutely immaculate view of the Manila Golf Club below us, and then right across from us, a full spanning view of Makati Central Business District. Now, as we get into this tour, let me just give you a key detail that you must know, because you've probably been wondering, Evan, how much does it cost to live in this location in BGC and have a view like this? $2,000, $3,000 per month. Obviously, in the US, that's how much it may cost. But here in the Philippines, that's gonna roughly run you about $1,300 per month, or in pesos, 65,000 pesos per month. Now, before we get into the rest of our details, let me show you what the rest of this unit has to offer. All right, and now upon entry into the unit, you have two things on your right and left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have a 4-person dining table, a great place with absolutely gorgeous lighting coming in from the floor-to-ceiling windows for you to have a good meal. And then on the left-hand side, you of course have the kitchen. Let's walk in. Stepping into your kitchen, just to quickly address the elephant in the room, it's not by any means a very large kitchen, only as wide as my wingspan. However, compared to the West, where we really enjoy having large kitchens, here in Asia, most especially in Manila, the price per square meter is of course going to be much higher, so you don't get as much space for what you're paying for. But that's just the market of what we're living in Asia, especially because, you know, the demand of having units here is high, but the supply is only as low, just like living in a cramped city of like New York, for example. Now, getting into the specs of what we do have within the kitchen, we have our Samsung refrigerator. Bear in mind that everything within this unit does come fully furnished, so you wouldn't have to bring much in here. And then you have the range hood, the 4-burner stove and cooktop, as well as an oven. A little bit older, however, still practical and still usable. And then on my left-hand side, we have the sink, more cabinet space here, the microwave, and a countertop to do your chopping. And on the opposite side of the entryway to the unit and the very end of the kitchen, this is where we're gonna find your maid's quarters. Obviously, the maid's quarters hasn't been used in a long while. As a matter of fact, if you're first moving to the Philippines and you're bringing a few of your items with you, this will be best used as your storage space. And then on my right-hand side, this is where we're gonna find the laundry machine, as well as some shelving space here. This is very convenient to have because if you don't want to hire a maid or you don't want to go to a separate laundromat outside of your condo, you could of course just do all of your laundry within the condo unit. Now, let's turn off the light right here, and walking through the kitchen, as we already covered, we're gonna head over into the entryway and the dining area of your unit. So upon first glance, on the right hand side of the entryway, we have your 4-person dining table. As mentioned earlier, everything within the unit does come fully furnished, including this beautiful painting right here. Adds a nice touch as opposed to just having a plain white wall, as well as right here, the coffee machine, toaster, and some more cabinet and storage space on the left hand side. Now, one key feature about this unit that I mentioned is that everything is completely congruent with each other, from the color of the wood, the color of the chair, the color of the border of the painting. Everything completely matches so that it doesn't feel like you're in a bare condo unit, but rather a fully furnished home unit. So speaking of fully furnished, it comes with 61 square meters of space, or 653 square feet of living space. Now, this feature of the unit is what I really like about it. It separates the dining table area, where if you're eating with your family and then you want to actually spend some time with them in the living room, it's completely separated while still being enough so that you can see through it and have a gorgeous look at your view. Right here, you can potentially add some family pictures or whatever items to make your unit look more homey and tailored to you. And then now let's walk into your living room. And as we step into the living room, we had to cover the main highlight of the view just temporarily for the sake of the lighting. Now, as we walk in, I'm immediately struck by how spacious this area is. Why? Well, considering that you can fit 3 separate couches, the coffee table, as well as a TV, you have enough space to feel like you have air to breathe, which is kind of rare within Manila condos. Now, what makes this area more spacious is, of course, the mirrors. It adds a sense of depth to the living room. And speaking of depth, if you look above me here, you can see that the ceilings are even indented and has that depth to it so that it feels less like a boxy condo unit. So very well furnished. You can even notice a few pockets of light throughout the unit so that when it is dark, you have a well lit condo. And once again, as you mentioned, beautiful wooden walls that are completely congruent to the theme style of this unit, so it does feel like a home. That being said, all in all, a very spacious living room, more spacious than your typical unit within BGC for its price point. Now, guys, we're gonna make the angels sing. Oh, look at this, guys. An absolutely beautiful view of the Manila Polo Club and Golf Course and Makati's Central Business District. Now, I must say, this kind of view is completely unbeatable in BGC. I mean, imagine being the average resident owner, even if you were in the heart of the city. You're waking up to a concrete jungle, hustle and bustle, other condo units across from you. But here, you wake up to both sides of the world. You have the greenery of the Manila Polo Club and Golf Course expanding all around you. You can see everyone getting in their morning hits, morning swings, and then across from that you have Makati's Central Business District, also one of the wealthiest areas within BGC. So if this view doesn't scream wealth, I don't know what does, because this is a top 1% view within the city. Very hard to get and very hard to find. Just the fact that many developments here have a hard time situating themselves within Greenway Parkway, which is a 1-kilometer stretch and runway on the edge of BGC, but also being on the side where you're facing Makati and the Manila Polo Club, the most expensive polo club within the country, in and of itself is very luxurious, exclusive, and rare to have. And the best way that I would describe having an exclusive view like this is almost like the exclusivity of being right beside Central Park in Manhattan. You have the city view all around you, but at the same time, the greenery spanning just below you, so you do get that breath of fresh air. I can say from experience living near the heart of BGC, where I'm surrounded by concrete jungle and condo units and high-rises spanning all across the city. Sometimes you just wake up like, I wish I had that greenery all around me again. So you want to go out to the province. But here, when you wake up in the morning, it's very refreshing to have greenery all around you, and almost a reminder that you are still living in the Philippines, a tropical island, although this is a golf course. So beautiful view of the golf course, Manila Polo Club, people I can see right now just putting, hitting it off on the golf course. And then across from that is Makati's Central Business District. So overall, very gorgeous. Now let's head into your bedroom. Now, stepping outside from your living room, straight across we have your bathroom holding all of your basic necessities. And if you can just walk in with me right here into your one and only bedroom, it's spacious enough to fit a king-size bed. Across from that, you can put your television set. And a nice detail about this bedroom that I like is that you can potentially put your colognes here, necklaces, and whatever it may be, do some touch-ups in the morning right where this set is here. Ample storage space, potentially put your pillows and blankets right here, as well as some clothes that you can put at the top here. So definitely a lot of storage space held within this room. Once again, you have this absolutely stunning and expanding view of the golf course in Makati's skyline. Now, a key feature about this condo at the Bellagio Towers is that it is situated on the very edge of BGC, giving you a lot of accessibility to the nearby cities within Manila. For example, Makati is just right across from us, so you are close to the exit of BGC on McKinley, giving you about just a 10-minute commute or drive to Makati, as opposed to where if you're situated on the other side of the city or the heart of BGC, you would have to probably get through some traffic, and it may take another 5 to 10 minutes to get outside of the city alone. So in terms of accessibility, you can't beat it here. All right, now guys, let's go head over to the bathroom, the final feature and room of the unit. Again, some more storage space at the end here. And then walking into the bathroom, very simple, very basic and minimalistic. You just have your basic necessities here. Beautiful marble countertop, the sink, your cabinet space, American standard toilet, as well as the stand-up shower. So this is what a typical bathroom would look like in Manila, but bear in mind that this is one of the older units within BGC, so this is what a typical style would look like here.